So what's going on, family? We're going to talk about this post on the Reddit. 245% tariff and backfires. Or if it's not backfiring now, it's going to happen to America. Here's why China isn't scared. Look at Xi Jinping's face. Look at him. He's like, look, America, like, bruh, are you serious? You're going to drop 245% on me? Like, it's meaningless. You're not making a point. You're not hurting us as you think you are. That is what this image is purporting to look like. Does he look like he's worried that America is hitting 245% tariff on itself, on China? Like so many other economists have already told us, when you place tariffs on products, you're just simply pushing down the cost to the end consumer. So Xi Jinping is like, look, bruh, it's going to come back at you. It's not going to hurt you the way that they think it's going to hurt me. It's meaningless. Let's go ahead and look at some of these comments. Before I do, guys, if you guys appreciate my videos, my content, my opinion, the things that I say here, make sure you guys follow me, hit that like, share, and subscribe for more of my content. Now, check this out. Let's go ahead and look at this first comment. It's like arguing with a 5-year-old. At some point, you're like, go ahead, roll yourself in the dirt. When someone's trying to tell you, look, be careful, even though you perceive me as your enemy, China's like, look, it's still meaningless. It's pointless. You're not making any point. You're not like you're doing one off or doing one better than China. China is looking at America like a 5-year-old. Why bother? Trump is looking at the aesthetics. Trump is looking at the imagery of how his image or reputation is being perceived as China comes back with its tariffs. So China is trying to be like the big bad guy. And it's like, oh, okay, so just because I hit you first with tariffs, you're not supposed to come back at me and hit tariffs. But China's like, yeah, okay, I know that's what you thought, but we've been prepared for this. China has been prepared for America, and they will always be prepared. Next comment. This is exactly it. I have a 5-year-old, and this is exactly my response to his tantrums. Go ahead or be my guest. Now, that's not in all families, right? In a black family, you're not going to have your 5-year-old running around getting tantrums. No, you're going to sit them down and you're going to put them in a position to where they'll know that you are the authority. It's not go ahead and be my guest. Let's look at this next comment. Meaningless, huh? Well, let's see how you feel after we make it 250% tariffs. What about 255% tariffs? That is something that Trump probably would do. Think about it. If China comes back with 245% tariffs, Trump will come back with 500%. Like at some point, it's just meaningless and pointless. You're not moving the goalposts. I mean, you're not actually impacting or harming when you just simply raise tariffs. What you're going to do is you're going to turn your own people against you, because as I said earlier, the consumer is going to take the biggest hit. And when you have your own people turn against you, you already lost the war. You want people to back you. You want people to be in support of you. And here you are going back and forth because of your image and reputation on the world stage. You want to continue to increase tariffs on the same product that we need here in America. That's what the people in America will be saying if this continues. Somebody responded, yeah, let's make it 1 million percent. Like, what's the point? What's 245? Let's make it 1 trillion percent. Let's just do it. Let's just do it, Trump. Like, that's why Xi Jinping face is like this. Like, bruh, come on, you got to do better. You have nothing else in your bag that you can try to inflict pain on China. You just want to continue to raise these tariffs. Like, just go with the gusto. Just go the full 1000%. Why we got to go in increments? Let's just pull it to the max right now. Oh, because I got it. That's because the stock market, when Trump was going ahead and dropping tariffs on the whole world, he saw how the value of stocks were going down And people start getting in Trump's face and like, look, bro, I know you're trying to make a point to the world. I know you want to bring manufacturing back to America. But if my account, if my portfolio, if it continues to go lower, then we're going to have something to talk about. That's the people in Trump's inner circle right now. That's why I told you, like, if you hurt the people that you need to support you, you're going to lose automatically. You always need to ensure people support you in whatever endeavor that you're trying to obtain. And Trump with this tariff is not gaining the support of the people. It's just not. And wait until the shelves in these stores begin to get bare and empty, and people won't be able to get the product that they have been used to getting. All because of Trump's starting the war on tariffs. He cannot put the blame on nobody else but himself. So whatever happens with this situation happens. Let's look at some more comments. All right, let's go down a little bit further. Next comment, he's not wrong. There comes a point where the numbers don't matter anymore because it's essentially a trade embargo. So Trump can keep increasing it up to 1 million, billion, trillion %, and it won't matter because no one was going to be doing trade at 180% anyway, much less 250%. Trade embargo. You're not going to get any shipments coming into your ports because it's too much. At some point, it is meaningless. That's why Trump, when he first initially brought out the tariffs, was very, very minimal, very low in his perception. 10%, 30%, 80%. But in order for him to think that he's winning, he has to go one above. And it shows you that he has nothing else to inflict power to the other countries of the world. Only thing he has in his tool belt or in his toolbox is increasing the tariffs. So he could keep increasing all he wants, but at some point you just won't get no products in your country, which is why China is going around speaking to the other countries, creating new trade agreements. That's why America is going to be left by itself, because it cannot manufacture its products within. It cannot do it in-house. It has to go outside of America to get the products that it needs. It'll be one thing if Trump was able to get products made in America first, right? And then inflict higher tariffs on the other countries. But instead, he wants to haphazardly go ahead and do the tariffs first when he has no ability in America to make the products. So why would you do that first? Somebody responded to that comment right here. But Trump will have the biggest tariffs, so he wins, right? Yeah, right. What happens to a country that gets a lot of stuff from China when it suddenly stops? I guess we'll find out. Yeah, we'll find out soon, because I know there's been a couple of posts. I said on a couple of videos ago that, some of these truckers are saying that these containers that come on these container ships, they're not coming in. So not only is the products that comes from other countries increasing because of the tariffs, do you think there could be price gouging going on too, especially when the product runs low on the shelves? Somebody also responded, I imagine a MAGA soybean farmer as being the dumbest human on planet Earth right now. They've already said this after the last round of responses. They said that they would put up tariffs to 115% and that anything more than that wouldn't have any impact because it already essentially prices those goods out of the market. America continuing to raise theirs just shows they're the toddlers with no idea what they're doing, and China actually knows what's going on. Meaningless. Now, when you're supposed to show yourself as the beacon of the world, your government is supposed to be the smartest, the best, the most intelligent. You think things long term. You think about all of the things that could go wrong, all of the things that could go right. When you're looking at China telling you, look, is just meaningless now. But you have somebody still in your administration increasing the tariffs. For what? Next comment. China as a country tends to think in decades and sometimes even centuries. Trump thinks in hours and only occasionally days. I mean, is that a point? Is that true? Like, let's keep it a buck. This is about right. Because some of the things that has happened in his 100 days of being in administration, it kind of makes you wonder, are you thinking about this long term? Have you thought about any of the outside impacts that could harm the same people that you're supposed to protect? Like, let's talk about it. Do you think that he thought the stock market was going to go down the moment that he implemented these tariffs on the countries? Or where are we just winging this? Like, is he really winging this right now? You have ordinary people, lives at stake to a man who is just winging the tariffs. Trump is the metaphorical pigeon on a chessboard, knocking all the pieces over and shitting on everything while strutting around like he's accomplishing something. Like, this is the bomb comment. Like, this comment really going in on Trump. Say what you will about China, and I could say a lot about their work culture, human rights abuses, environmental practices, and their generally authoritarian governmental structure. But they aren't stupid. The people in charge of decision making aren't just sycophantic morons looking to please a dear leader like those in the Trump administration. They're intelligent sycophantic professionals. Psychophantic professionals. Wow. Z is not wrong, though. We all know that within 72 hours, Trump will either postpone the tariffs and or implement wide spectrum of exemptions. Trump is like a rabid little chihuahua that barks and barks but never follows through. We're looking at the mentality of people and how they view the situation. And it's not looking good for Trump and his administration. It's not looking good. And when you have ordinary people give you their mentality of what they think of a situation, it usually sticks. It is usually correct because they are giving you the real. That's why we come through and look at some of the comments that people write to just get the perception of the market, of how people think. And just a couple of comments that we read on this video about Trump raising tariffs on China, meaningless. Now, one of the comments that we've read talked about how it is a good thing or what it's going to accomplish by continually raising tariffs. Like, one of the biggest ones is like this comment right here. He's going to either postpone it, he's going to give an exemption on some of the products. Like, what's the point of you coming out as you're big and bad when you got to revert back and push back what you said originally? It shows that you're bending. It shows that you're not as strong as what you think you are. And everyone sees it. So it's a very sad situation that you're supposed to be seen as the world power, the world superpower, and you're acting like this. You're not acting strategically. Even ordinary people who have regular lives can see what's going on. The problem is, I don't think that the Trump administration does. I don't know what their end goal is. So for us, what we need to do is prepare and protect ourselves, because this administration, the way that is moving, is not trying to do that. Okay? So let me know your thoughts. Give me your opinion, and we'll come back with another article, another post on Reddit to see what other people are talking about. Give me your thoughts. Make sure you maintain profit, and as always, trade different.